Deep in the heart of the Keweenaw Peninsula, surrounded by trees and protected by ancient rock formations, over 160 years worth of meticulously preserved history lies in juxtaposition with Mother Nature's remodeling, all in one place.
The story of Central really starts almost 1 billion years ago. This was a highly volcanic area then, continents rifting apart, and a great crack formed. The last fluids of the volcanism filled portions of that crack with copper, and that's what became Central Mine.
Like everywhere else in the Keweenaw, the copper mines have long since been abandoned. But if you head north on 41, just south of Eagle Harbor, to find Central Mine, you can experience the area's storied past in an interactive way that you won't find anywhere else.
Well, the town of Central is now a ghost town. In 1880, it had almost 1,300 people living here and over 100 buildings.
The mine closed down in 1895, and people pretty much had to move.
While only a handful of people live on site today, the remains of the mining operation and the historic community can be found all over Central, just waiting for you to explore them.
We have 11 houses and 1 barn left from that era. One house is open as a visitor center, which gives some of the history and early photographs of the mine. 2 of them are open as museum houses, showing the way people lived, the kinds of furnishings they had then.
The Historical Society of Keweenaw, they've been working their tails off to preserve the town.
I have an enhanced appreciation for what life was like in the 19th century. When I see the artifacts that they had, I can imagine doing everything by horse and buggy.
One of the most renowned landmarks here also serves as an annual portal to the past, the Central Mine Methodist Church.
Well, the building is pretty much as it was back in 1868 when it was built. Structurally, it's typical Cornish with the crown at the top of the bell tower. We hold a reunion service the last Sunday of every July, and we just had the 114th.
The reunion service started out as a yearly return to roots for the former residents of Central and their descendants. But over the past century, it has grown into a celebration that people from all around attend and have even formed their own community.
When I was a kid, it was amazing. I'd walk down the street looking at all the license plates from all over the United States. They were all people that had a connection with this township.
While there are buildings like the church to explore inside, so much more of the Central Mine experience takes place outside.
In addition to the museums and the buildings, there are hiking trails. You can also bike them or cross-country ski them, depending on the weather. And we have picnic tables set up at scenic spots around here. You can go grab a pasty and enjoy a lunch here.
If you forget to pack your meal, depending on the time of year, Central might provide you with something growing to snack on, including some of the Keweenaw's very sought-after thimbleberries. But that's not all you might find.
I also like to hike the trails through the woods, particularly early or late in the season, because you can see the relics of buildings that are long gone. Nothing is preserved except the stone foundation. You can also see evidence of what is probably the largest lava flow in the world. It's about 500 feet thick here. It extends from the Keweenaw all the way over to Isle Royale.
And if you keep your eyes peeled, you may find a chunk of the byproduct of that lava flow: copper. Even if you aren't lucky enough to find a mineral souvenir, you will certainly find something unforgettable during a visit to Central Mine. With signage to guide you to landmarks and help you gauge trail difficulty, Central Mine is accessible to adventurers of any age or pedigree. There are so many different things to do and no one specific way to do them. So when you come to Central, you get to explore and connect with the history of the Keweenaw the way you want to.
This gives this place a special feeling that really doesn't get duplicated in other places I've vacationed. The variety of things to do, the rich history, the hardships that people underwent to live here. We'd like to transmit a little feeling of that to the visitors if we could.